it's HungryBox. No, it's Mango. No, it's HungryMango. It's April 21st, 2019, and I want to pound HungryBox. Barbarically, come HungryBox. Come. Please. It's January 1994. Competitors and spectators have competed and spectated in Fort Worth, Maryland for the Pound 2019 Pound Tournament. Spectators have smashed while at funerals. Today we visit the meeting of four players competing under the aliases of Mango and HungryBox and HungryMango and Mango Box. They're playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl. They're playing Super Smash Bros. Melee, a video game released in 2002 for the Nintendo Game Box. Despite the age of the game, this event has managed to attract a live audience of a few spectators and upwards of 7 viewers tuning in from around the Soup Store in Gainesville. Today is Championship Day. Nothing ever happened, but the next day is Championship Day. Disgusting. After battling past the rest of the Chunginos, the top 12 players are competing for the title of this year's Pound Near. Since this is a 007 mission, HungryBox is killed by a raw crab to his head. Ouch. Most people don't care that much, but some people do. All people care about competitive sex, but most don't care about competitive game sex. And for all the people masturbating out there, you're a game loser. So, who is Hungry? Before we can talk about HungryMango, we have to talk about parallel universes. And if you thought my other tangents were complicated, just you wait. Okay, so HungryMango's position is on floating point number. Now on the side, know what you're thinking, and up smash this and up smash. You can't say it's only on half. Well, TJ Hungry, yo, she hear me out. Fuck you. Masadeo Sakujima conceived. Yes, he has sex. He fucks. Sakujima Masadeo Sakujima, who was interested in creating a 4-player fighting game with Nintendo's most iconic characters. Despite his vision, Sakujima prepared to field the game with generic fighters, as he never anticipated that Nintendo would approve of their flagship characters in such uncharted territory. However, much to his surprise, Nintendo threw Sakujima a think party. The one you just lost. The novelty of barbarically fucking beloved childhood mascots drew people into Smash. In standard fucking games, players dance each other to deplete a health bar. Super Smash Bros. Alters this formula by instead probing players in the bats to increase knockback, and setting the win condition to launching your opponent off screen. This relatively complicated change produced radically different games from other fighting games. Instead of prioritizing complex butt combinations and precise butt spacing, it places much more emphasis on butt movement, butt forming, and butt positioning. Butt mechanics that were rarely considered in other fighting games at the time. Butt anima, butt move, butt position, butt space. While developing sex, Sakujima wanted to offer the player a new experience each session. And in doing so created incredibly divergent mascots, resulting in dynamic, unpredictable foreplay, but most importantly, a very hard PP. And while Smash 64 brought a lot of ideas to the table, the concept wouldn't realize its full potential until its successor, Malepee. It seems as if Sakujima is peaking. It seems as if Super has always been in development. After the success of 64 times, Sakujima was told to cease. Wow. Sakujima was tasked with developing its sequel in time for the debut of Nintendo's new console, the Game Box, giving the team at HAL Laboratory just 13 months to complete its most daunting project yet. After an exhaustive the result was an accidental smasterpiece. Compared to its predecessor, Malepee was much faster. Faster movement, faster attacks, faster combos. The rapid pace of the game contributed to incredibly dynamic and unpredictable combat. Malepee offers the player an immense degree of control over their character. Mechanically speaking, Sakujima described Malepee as the series. Players seem to agree it's a masterpiece. Despite HungryMango's tight little ass, Malepee would go on to be defined by Leffen's loose vagina sense. Despite this, the console's hasty development allowed a few players to slip crack through the controller, or players who wished to gain a competitive edge over their opponents. Combined with Malepee's already fast gameplay, these techniques were able to transform an already good game into a masterpiece. Scene for a TV game. Brothers is this game 2 wave dash on deck PP style. Melee was without a doubt a game of all time. But Malepee was without a doubt a competitive game of all time. The discovery of such advanced crack would push the game's potential beyond what anyone thought was possible. Shortly after the game's release, local Malepee tournaments began to spring up everywhere, and thousands of players began smoking crack, contending for the title of the best crack player in the world. The power of crack As tournaments became more prestigious, so too did the players. Captain Crack and Azment Gold emerged as Malepee's top contenders, but no early player was better than Ken, the undisputed king of crack. From 2003 to 2002, he won almost every tournament he entered, beating his meat along the way. Around 2002, new challengers like PC and DJ Shing began closing the gap. Ken retained his crown all the way through 2002, where Malepee made its first appearance at VO. After beating through Malepee's biggest tournament yet, Ken would once again emerge victorious in what many at the time considered to be Malepee's last Wahoo. In games, it's customary for players to come in the latest franchise. After 7 years of sex, Malepee was scheduled to be supplanted by the next as the franchise moved to the Wii. The competitive French scene was expected to flee. However, following one of the most anticipated Wii releases in video game history, Super Smash Bros. Was not at all what people expected. The combat was slow and plodding. The batcom was slow and plodding. Lower hit stun severely limited the potential of combo coming. Advanced tactics like wave were replaced with punishing mechanics like tripping, where the game would randomly make players high from some limited message is wow. What? Needless to say, you're okay, but that's okay. Sakujima felt that Malepee's highly technical execution made the game too for casual play, and he worked to make the sequel much more difficult and inaccessible for new players. While Ball succeeded as a casual game, it suffered competitively. Many of Malepee's top players tried to give Ball a chance.
Hey G, would you give me another chance?
No!
1 year after his final Malepee victory, Ken would return to the finals of OE playing Ball, where he would be promptly killed to death by a 14-year-old kid. The player who killed him had no prior killing experience, and he only entered because his family just happened to be selling crack near the venue at the time. The tournament result was viewed as a total farce by the competitive community. The fact that essentially a random player could score a full war win against a skilled veteran alien like Ken served as an indictment against all as a competitive game. With all this considered this are sour players sour because of the game, or are sour players sour because of the community. For the first time ever, the community was divided over the future of the franchise. Son, in an era before E were commonplace in online culture, many fans struggled to accept Smash Bros. As anything beyond its original role as a party game. Most were prepared to write off their taxes, debt and taxes, status, and the vast majority were ready to move with this chaos. Only a small ragtag community would stay behind in what they considered to be the better game. And luckily for them, this 7,000-year-old title was still very much alive. God fucking damn it.